You're on film, man. You gotta pick your head up. There you go. There you go. So I can cut that first part out, make it look like you walked in.
Nah, bro. I walked in with my tail tucked in. Everything, bro. Yeah.
All right, what's going on, good people? We're back for another week's recap. This week was pretty active. I got a couple of exciting packages in the mail. I'll give you guys, you'll see a little clip of that. I got my package from Boston with my finisher's medal and finisher shirt. And I got my package for the AJC Peachtree road race, which I'll be running on this Thanksgiving. So you'll see both of those unboxings. Also, Marquel and Habib and I, we hit the trail over at Cochran Shoals. So I'll show you some footage on that. All right, so it's Sunday, long run day. Me, Marquel, and Habib are meeting up again. It looks like Habib might have parked at the wrong parking lot. He parked at the one off of Collins Drive. So I think me and Marquel, we're about to just run over to where he is. Because even though it's a quick little 5-minute run, it's like a 15-minute drive. So just pulled up, about to take off. I think we said we're gonna do like 10 or 13 miles today, something in that neighborhood.
That was not the number.
That was not the number?
The number was 16.
16 miles. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
His coach wanted to do 16.
All right, so that means we got 16 on deck today. We're gonna mix up a little bit with the 5K soft trail, and we'll go into some of the single track stuff as well. So anyway, we're about to go take off and find Habib over in the other parking lot. All right, we're at the other parking lot now. See if we can find Habib and see if he found a parking spot. Oh, it's my watch. So we got about a mile and a half head start on him. There he is. We have located Habib. We found you, man.
I'm telling you, I'll be honest, I was like, I hope they didn't like lose me or anything.
All right, so straight from Habib's mouth, 16 miles it is today.
Well, we'll see, but 16, I mean, that's the idea, you know.
All right, so yeah.
I guess when I ran them, I was still thick.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm dragging on a brick.
Like hiking shoes. Bike up.
It was just another form of speed work.
That's it. Coming out of the trails. Habib survived. Habib, you survived, right?
No, I was gonna lay down in this grass.
Habib said it's nothing. He eats those trails for breakfast.
Nah, man. Yeah, they keep my behind. Nah, don't let the road lie to you, man. He set me up. He didn't tell me anytime it was gonna be. He was telling me about, oh, flat, easy.
It'll be woods. And it's just single, it's like you won't be able to run side by side. It's just enough for like one person. And it's elevation, incline, and decline.
You know what? I don't know, cause I don't like switching shoes me to run. When I got in there,
I did not say that. I told you it was single track trail.
This is criminal, man. I need to go home and call my lawyer. Bro, I tried all my technique, bent my head down, everything. I couldn't go faster. I did my little, yeah.
So yeah, this Sunday we went over to Cochran, Shoals. It's funny, I left the house thinking that we had talked about doing 10 miles. Then I bump into Marquel and he's like, no, I think Habib was saying he wanted to do 16 miles. And then somehow along the way, we ended up doing over 17 miles. So for me, leaving the house, I'm thinking 10. I come home, end up running almost twice as far. But it was a good day out on the trails, man. It was good to just get on some single track, just have some fun, sort of flying down the switchbacks and out there in the trees. The leaves were all over the place. We're coming into the fall season. It hadn't rained that whole week, so the ground was nice and dry. And the traction was good. Got to put on my trail shoes, which have just been collecting dust in the trunk of my car. So yeah, we had a good time out there, man. And again, everyone, Marquel is already in really good shape, and Habib and I are catching up, so we're not too far behind. I can see the gains for both of us each week. And hopefully by the time we get into next month, we're going to all be somewhat on level ground. But man, we had a really good time out there. It was a nice change of pace. I think next week we're going to be back at Silver Comet. That's the plan so far. But what we talked about was making sure we get some trail work in, at least once a month. What we talked about doing is one long run each month. We're going to make sure we hit some trail just to mix things up a bit, get some elevation, work on those stabilizer muscles in our legs, and so on and so forth. So yeah, again, this week I hit about 82 miles. What I'm going to be focused on, and what I have been focused on for the last couple of weeks, is really thinking about time more so than speed. It's still too early for me to put in a lot of heavy emphasis on trying to get my speed up. But what I really want to do is get to the point to where every weekday morning, I'm running in the neighborhood of 80 minutes to 90 minutes. So about an hour and 20 minutes to an hour and a half every single morning. Doesn't really matter what speed I'm going at. And then on weekdays, again, Monday through Friday, every afternoon, I want to run somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 30 minutes. This way, I'm getting somewhere around 2 hours a day of running. I'm going to try to make my afternoons a little bit faster than my mornings. So mornings should look something like a steady state long run at, say, an hour and a half. Afternoons will look something like 30 minutes, slightly up tempo. Or as I start getting into later weeks, I'll mix in some fartleks, some track repeats, etc. But all right, got my package from Boston Athletics Association. Let's open it up and see what we have here. All right, inside we've got a shoe box, very similar to the one that they sent before the race, except this one obviously says finish on top. 26.2 delivered. 124th Boston Marathon, finished strong. Also partnered with Amazon for this one. Nice. So now the inside of the box says you finished strong, now recover. Scan to celebrate with us. I probably will not scan. So let's see, we've got a card. This looks like it's just basically saying congratulations and all of that good stuff. What else do we have here? We have our shirt. Like I said before, for those that don't know, on even years, Boston Marathon gives out blue shirts. And on odd years, they give out yellow shirts. And the prior 2 times I ran the Boston Marathon, it was on odd years. So I have 2 yellow shirts. I'm happy to say I now have my first blue shirt now that I'm an even year finisher. So definitely excited about this. Pretty standard, you get your beer bottle opener. Obviously the big deal here is the medal. This one's a little bit different. So they've got this little yellow sort of semi-transparent background to the medal. I think like I've got one where the background is blue. I've got another one where it's I can literally put my finger through. It's open. And then now I've got this one with a yellow tint. I'll take another picture so you can kind of see how they change over the years. Similar elements with the sort of horseshoe outline and the Boston unicorn in the middle. but they always seem to do a little something different to differentiate the years. Obviously, you got 124th Boston Marathon on the ribbon. Everything else looks like pretty much standard fare. All right, y'all, this is like a package every week. So I've got my Atlanta Track Club package in the mail. Let's take a look at this and see what we have. This will be for the Peachtree Road Race. And it's funny, I have on my Peachtree Road Race shirt, coincidentally. So right off the bat, here's the winning design for the Peachtree Road Race this year. Still says July 4th, 2020, even though we're gonna go virtual on Thanksgiving Day. Let's see what we have on the back of the shirt. Peachtree, an Atlanta tradition, 2020 can't stop. So that's the end of this week's recap. Please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. Like this video, tell somebody about it, and then I'll see you next week. Peace.